So this is Brian coming to you from Bucharest, Romania. I just got back from Croatia, the Croatia event, the yacht cruise, and that was amazing. And I've got so many events going on, working with so many clients. I thought this week I'm going to just skip the video. But then I thought about it more and more, and I thought I'd love to put something simple out for you guys. Nothing fancy. I'm not doing any professional shoot. I'm just using my iPhone here. No audio equipment, so the audio is going to be terrible. Lighting is terrible. But I thought, let's just put out something simple. Something I saw in Croatia that I just think is so powerful. Some of the things I saw, just some of the basic principles that I saw people implement that changed their lives so much. And it would be good to get some of these students on here that went through that event and different events to talk about these things from their perspective as they shift. And so let's dive in. Let's do that today and just keep it simple, man. And so don't mind the editing. The editing is going to be terrible. But number one is the tension. It always comes back to that tension. It's not a lot of tension. This is where guys make a mistake. It's not about stepping into a ton of tension. It's stepping into tension and then calibrating or balancing that tension so that that tension then turns into flow. So if I'm looking at the camera lens right now, or I'm looking at her eyes, and this would be represent her eyes because we did a lot of gazing work, and we didn't just gaze straight on. We gazed from an angle, we gazed through the peripheral of our vision. We learned to feel down in the core while I'm feeling you through my peripheral here, and then coming back and looking close and getting deep and going back. But there's a few key things in that. It's that when you find that sweet spot of tension, and I'm going to talk about deeper how to do that in a moment, the next thing you got to do is relax into it. So that tension turns into flow. And the tension needs to turn into flow so you two can feel each other's emotions. The emotions come through the flow. So how does the flow get created? Well, when I'm looking into her eyes, and I'm using the camera lens again, I'm going to create too much tension. You can all do this by narrowing my gaze. And it feels like I'm tightening my prefrontal cortex, or for metaphysical people, the third eye. And there's a sense that I'm taking a camera lens and tightening it so tight I'm putting pressure on the lens of the camera. I'm pushing at you. Then I loosen it, and I can loosen it at the point where I feel stoned and really pulled back. And then I come tighten it again, and then I loosen it again, and I keep doing that until I find the sweet spot. So when I tighten it too much, there's just a little too much tension, and I'm pushing, I'm forcing, I'm efforting. And then I relax a little bit more until the effort goes away. And there's a sense that the energy that was going towards you, hey, how you doing, now relaxes back, and the energy goes backwards into me. And then it's, hey, how you doing? And I can start to really enjoy the person in front of me. Now, this does more than just create really good eye contact. It allows me to feel the human being in front of me. It allows me to let you in and feel your emotions, get a read on you. And this is something I've been teaching a lot of lately, and really emphasizing this piece in the workshops and the events and with the ladies that we work with is can you let her in and feel her emotions? You know, I was talking to a lot of ladies this week, and new ladies I just met, and it really is that simple. As you get better and better at it, it's just, hi, how you doing? And what I would do is I'd walk up when I got to the airport in Croatia, when I got on the cruise ship, and I was flirting with staff, and I was just having a good time and traveling around these little towns. I would just look and let the person in front of me feel them with my heart. And then, in other words, instead of pushing, I let the energy go this way. I feel them with my heart, and I say hi. And then if I can feel them a little bit, I go, how's your day going? And then they'll respond. And what they respond with tells me everything. Do they connect and drop in with me? Do they get curious with me? Because there's a little tension in the eye contact. I'm feeling them. I maybe dropped a little bit into my turn on. I'm feeling a little of my power in my stomach, and I'm just relaxing into the core of my body with them. And I'm saying, hey, how's your day going? And then they might smile, they might blush, they might giggle, they might say, that's good. And then from there I go. I can have fun, I can tease, I can go, oh, good, what does that mean? And then they'll laugh a little bit, right? You got to give me some whatever you're on, you know, if they're giggling and laughing. And the way you laugh like that is driving me nuts. It increases your ability to convey even the stupidest line, right? Because when you're connected, people, that's what they're really focused on, is that feeling of flow between you and the other person, the connection. It's like saying, hi, I see you, and I like you with no words. And then you can say almost anything, you know. Couldn't wait to get this coffee today. Or now I know why I came to get this coffee today. You're making me, your smile's killing me, you know, something like that. Something stupid, it doesn't matter. Or, you know, quit being a dork. And then you create a little bit of tension, you relax back and receive them again. And we just practice this a lot. And the truth is that is what the people in this event, I'm trying to get this phone just right. My hand's getting tired. Oh, go to this side. Trying to get this phone just right. My hand's getting tired. But that's what these people in the event, the women and the men and everybody were craving. They're craving just this moment of connection with another human being, a real high. The beauty of this is you can practice it with everybody. You can practice it with guy friends, new people in your life. And when you meet a lady you really think is beautiful, it allows for endless conversation when done properly. So connection is the key. And then being able to do it, like keep feeling you when I look over here and I look away, and then come back and look at you again. And that's done by really holding the awareness from my prefrontal cortex on you through connecting through my peripheral vision and the feeling down the core of my body, the center pillar. And as I talk about this all the time, as I feel you and look away and talk, I'm still feeling my heart. I'm feeling the warmth in my heart. And I'm really tuning into that. And then I'm feeling the power in my stomach, and I'm tuning into that. I can feel the turn on in my hips, and I'm tuning into that. And then, but I'm also very aware of you and how you are affecting those feelings. And from that ability to connect to you, I get a sense of what to say next. If I feel a little micro expression of sadness or joy or curiosity or whatever it is, I can respond to that. There was one woman on the cruise director. She was awesome, and she cracked joke after joke. She was funny, she was bantery, but she was always connected in that. She would look at you and she'd just light right up, and she lit up. No wonder she was the cruise director. She'd light up the whole staff. She made everybody feel amazing. There was a bartender that had some game. I'll talk. That guy was awesome. He was grounded, he was solid, he was drawing pictures for some of the models and the ladies flirting, and you learn a lot by watching him. There was a cook that just had this presence. She was beautiful, this beautiful woman, and I would talk to her and we would just drop into this beautiful gaze immediately, and instantly we wanted to know each other, wanted to know more about each other. We were talking about visiting each other after the event, and it was just so amazing to experience those people and to have the staff working on the same stuff as we were on the cruise and hitting each town and just meeting people in these little Croatian towns and having these conversations, because that's what it's about. That's what it's about. Now, the next part that made this event kick so much is not only did we practice, but we did something else. We didn't just practice the gazing and the touch and the contact in this event and the embodiment, but we went out and practiced with each other in social settings. We went out and had dinners. We went out and met strangers at dinners. We socialized together. We jumped off the boat together. We swam in the water together. We did all kinds of extracurricular activities where we applied the principles we were learning. So just as much as you put into experiential practice, you got to go out and practice with other people. And the beauty of it is when you can get a group of people together that are like-minded, working on the same thing, amazing things happen. I'm going to try to move this phone to my other hand. Amazing things happen. That's when I started seeing, and this is what I've been thinking about, all kinds of stuff start to change and flow and kick up. I saw people at dinners just really dropping in together, and then dropping in with people around the town, and we were really encouraging each other and flowing together. And we had women in the group too, so the women were encouraging it, and it just kept amplifying. And in that process, I saw lots of changes in the students. So those are two key insights. It's just quick, it's easy, it's dirty. It's, learn to calibrate the tension, learn to feel with your body, and then go out and learn to socialize. Learn to feel and learn to flow. And through the practice of socialization, by making like-minded friends. If you're trying to do this all on your own and you're trying to build social skills and confidence on your own, that doesn't work. It's first thing I did when I first started on this journey when I was really shy was make friends and start hanging out with them a lot, going out with them a lot. You know, I was out all the time. Highs, stops, practicing socialization. And I wasn't just doing it with women I found attractive. I was doing it with everybody. I didn't care if it was a little old lady, a little old man. I didn't care if it was three dudes over there I was cracking jokes with, then I was over there talking to three women, or a dude and two women. I was getting in conversation reps everywhere. So the more you can create a scenario where you can do these practices, even especially together, and then go out and be social together, doing the same principles that you were working on, the faster you will learn. And to me, that's everything. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to discuss. We're about to start through the bigger intensive here in Bucharest, where we're going to really go in deep with the women 5 hours a day. And then the guys are going to, we're going to be doing deep video breakdowns. This is the intensive stuff, but we're still going to go out and have fun. So maybe next week I'll come out and do a report on this week, and we'll go deeper into that principle. For this week, hopefully this is enough. Hopefully you enjoy it. If you like little random updates like this, where I'm just making up some stuff on the top of my head, let me know. And with that said, put a comment in the video. Any comment, I don't care. Just put something. Helps us to grow the channel. It helps you to learn more. It helps the algorithm. It helps everything. So comments, I love them. I'm always checking them out. I'll see you in the next video. Remember, only the courageous really live. Love you guys. Talk to you later.